This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
Well, the holidays feels like the perfect time to get a little dramatic here on the Coast Life couch with our Spill the Tea. We love doing this, and it's all thanks to our friends from the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Again, if you're a last-minute shopper, might be a great spot to knock out like a little stocking stuffer here and there.
Great stocking stuffers there.
Yeah, fantastic. But we've got some tea to spill. Charlie, first, what are we drinking?
I dropped my little pouch on the ground
okay.
here, but it says this is a black chocolate tea,
Yum.
a black chocolate black tea. Let's get that right. Black chocolate black tea. Smooth black tea blended with natural chocolate flavoring for a rich and delicious combination, an exquisite dessert tea, or a delicious afternoon treat, and probably great for the holidays.
Well, let's have ourselves a little afternoon treat right now. Charlie, why don't you get to
We
spill
will
in?
do it.
While I get to spill in our drama tea. Am I wrong for wanting to set a spending limit before Christmas? Every year my family says we should keep Christmas gifts reasonable, but it never actually happens. Someone always starts buying expensive presents, and then everyone else feels pressured to match the effort. With Christmas coming up, I suggested that we set clear spending limits this year so that nobody feels stressed. Some family members agreed right away, but others said putting a spending limit on gifts takes the fun out of Christmas. One person even joked that if you can't afford it, you should not worry about gifts at all. The comment stuck with me more than I expected. I'm not trying to be cheap. I just want Christmas to feel enjoyable instead of stressful. Now I'm wondering if bringing it up makes things awkward. Am I wrong for wanting to set a spending limit before Christmas?
On its face, she's obviously not wrong. I mean,
Yes.
anytime that you're talking about finances, where you're at, where the family's at, having a limit's a good thing.
Yes.
I will say that not everybody in the family probably has the same financial situation, and maybe grandma and grandpa want to splurge on the kids a little bit more, the grandkids, the whatever, or whoever is doing a little bit better this year and they're feeling the Christmas cheer. I don't think that they should necessarily be prohibited from doing that, but I understand the idea of trying to set an overall spending limit so nobody feels like they're being cheap and nobody feels bad about it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, everybody wants the holidays to feel good. You don't want it to be stressful. My question would be, she said some people were on board right away, other people's not on board. How many people are we talking? How big is this family?
Is it all grown kids? Are there little kids?
Are there little kids involved?
Yeah.
All that stuff kind of does play into it here for me.
It does all play into it, and I think I agree with you too that in general, setting a spending limit for yourself is important. I don't know that I necessarily think that the family needs to come up with the same number because again, some people's spending limit looks a little different, and if somebody has a bigger budget and a big heart and they want to spoil you, who am I to tell them no?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I do think for me personally, I love finding a good gift. And if it's a little bit pricier than somebody else's, two people might not even have the same taste.
Right.
So I'm going to pick a gift that I know you like. The price will be, I'll work something out later down the road to figure that out. But I think buying per taste as opposed to per price tag is the way that I gift shop.
I think that it's a great idea to set your own limits for what you're going to spend this year. And if it makes you feel better about it or makes you feel like you're setting the expectation, you can feel free to let people know, hey, I'm real excited about the holidays, but I'm setting the limit at this. Here's what we're going with. And you can do that for yourself. I don't think that means you should feel bad or like you're not doing enough if somebody else in the family goes above and beyond that. I think that there are, because that is their freedom to do that as well.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times what happens here is that there is a little bit of ego involved. That one person feels like they're not living up to this. You got to kind of just scrub that part out. You got to go, you know what? Here's where I am.
Yep.
I'm okay with it. I'm setting my numbers. I'm kind of letting people know ahead of people, this is what it's going to be. And I'm not going to feel bad if Tina or Tommy or mom or dad does splurge a little bit more because they're in a different situation.
Exactly. I think that one comment that maybe a sibling was the one who said it, saying if you can't afford the gift, you might as well not spend it all. that's a little out of pocket, a little uncalled for. But I think, yeah, set a spending limit for yourself, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the family needs to come up with the same number. Sounds like that's the solution.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at too. We always love hearing from you. You can chime in on our socials. Let's take a taste of this afternoon treat.
A chocolate delight.
That is a chocolate delight. So don't forget to stop by the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Do a little bit of your holiday shopping
Pick
there.
up some of this black chocolate tea.
It's
the black
perfect.
chocolate back tea.
It's the perfect gift. But we do have some more Coast Life to get to. We're going to check out Charlie's What's the Word when we get back.